our lead story of the day is regarding the White House counsel's office finally taking questions on camera from the press, which is exactly what we've been asking for literally weeks at this point. And we got it all for you today, folks. As always, support the show by hitting that like and subscribe button, leaving us a short, sweet comment down below. If you don't know what to write something as simple as good morning or good afternoon. We got an awesome community here that will love to engage with you as well as myself. So again, your help and support would be greatly appreciated. This first question here comes from NBC reporter Peter Alexander asking Ian Sams, has the FBI conducted any other searches where the president may be living or any other offices that he might have in terms of finding classified documents? And here this guy's response is pretty astonishing.
Well, just to be very clear, has the FBI conducted any searches of any other locations associated with the president that you or the White House is aware of?
Look, I think we're providing information as this goes on and answering questions about the search activities as they've been happening. I don't want to speak too much to the DOJ's practices in an ongoing investigation. I can say, that we have cooperated fully. The president's personal attorneys have provided information to DOJ. We've addressed openly and directly the searches that were conducted first at the president's Wilmington residence and then today at the Rehoboth residence. You saw in the statement that was released by the president's personal attorney, for example, that no documents with classified markings were found in Rehoboth today. And so, we're going to continue to try to provide information as this investigation goes on and ensure that you guys have the ability to share with the American people sort of the information that is important for them to see as the president's cooperating with this investigation. So I want to be very careful to respect the integrity of that investigation, not speak too much to the Justice Department's decision making and their activities.
Okay, so a bunch of rambling, right? There was no answer given there, by the way. It's a yes or no answer. Of course, he's not going to answer, which is typical from the White House. And the reason why this is so important, you guys, is because Karine Jean-Pierre consistently is telling reporters to go get their questions answered from this guy here. And he's not answering their questions. He's dodging them. Here's another question from Peter Alexander saying, did anyone at the White House at any point tell the National Archives in any form that they could not release a press release about the discovery of classified documents? I would also like to point out, he asked the same question to Karine Jean-Pierre the same day, and she declined the answer saying, oh, go to the White House counsel's office for that answer. Well, let's hear it.
But just to be very clear about this, it's
Go ahead.
Let me follow up, just
Okay.
if I can, very quickly. I'll ask a separate question. They can follow up on that. Did anyone at the White House at any point tell the National Archives in any form that they could not release a press release about the discovery of classified documents?
What's that in reference to?
There's reporting that came from the House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer, who says that in his conversations with the National Archives, they communicated that they were told, the archives was told it could not release a press release at whatever point it was about the discovery of classified documents. Did anyone at the White House tell them not to do that?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. If that's actually what he said, it's probably better to ask the archives if that's actually what was said and try to understand a little bit more what he meant.
But just to be very clear about
Interesting. So now we got a whole other thing thrown in here. So talk to the DOJ, talk to the White House counsel. Oh, I haven't talked to the president about that. Oh, you got to go to the archives now. Do you guys see how this whole game is being played about just shuffling the press anywhere and everywhere in each direction to try to get their questions answered, of which they're not? So it's so typical of a cover-up in terms of what we're seeing here with these classified documents. You got another reporter saying, can you confidently say whether you believe there are any more classified documents? Just asking White House counsel point blankly. Let's see his response.
Josh?
Can you say confidently whether you believe there are any more classified documents? If there were none found today, do you think this closes the door on classified documents that will be discovered in residences or their possession?
Look, the Justice Department is engaged in an ongoing investigation. An ongoing investigation, I should add, that the president has been fully cooperative in, offering unprecedented access to his home in Wilmington, to his home, every single room of his home in Rehoboth, as well as the one in Wilmington, and giving them access to the information they need. He's moving quickly to get them the information that they need. I'm going to be really careful not to characterize what the Justice Department is doing in their investigation. Probably more appropriate for a question like that to be asked of the Justice Department, so I would point you to them.
With the president,
Can you say confidently?
Again, you got to go talk to the Justice Department. So now he's already said, hey, you got to talk to the archives. You got to talk to the Justice Department. And he's not even answering any of the questions, if you notice. I mean, how frustrating it is to be a reporter You're not getting your questions answered by Karine Jean-Pierre, the mouthpiece of the leader of the free world. She tells them to go talk to the White House counsel. So they ask the same exact questions that they asked her to the White House counsel. And they're being told, hey, go talk to the DOJ, talk to the archives. I mean, it's head spinning. It's literally head spinning. Could we have a fifth set of classified documents out there? Very well could, folks, because this guy ain't answering anybody's questions. Oh, and we got another one lined up for you here, folks. We're not done yet with this knucklehead. What is the total number of documents bearing classified markings that have been turned up? You guys, dude, I'm so sorry to laugh. And it's so mind-blowing just to hear this guy's response. His response, just wait for it.
What is the total number of documents bearing classified markings that have been turned up as part of this?
That's a good question. I think that that's probably a more appropriate question for the Justice Department. I don't want to characterize sort of what they're reviewing and how they're going through all that.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't. That's a great question. No idea. I'm not going to characterize anything. Go talk to the DOJ. Remember, they're supposed to have all the answers, and they're not getting anything from this man. I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Bald Brad Show. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all our future content.